Understanding building entitlements. If you are starting a real estate development project, understanding building entitlements is crucial for your success. Let's dive into what entitlements are and why they matter. Building entitlements are legal rights granted by local governments. They determine what you can build or modify on a property. This process is vital in real estate development and construction. Entitlements are different from building permits. While permits focus on safety codes, entitlements deal with land use and development plans. So, what exactly is entitlement in construction? It defines land use and zoning regulations. Developers must follow these during their projects. Entitlements align your plans with community objectives, environmental standards, and local safety regulations. It's about how a property can be used, not just if it meets safety codes. Now let's break down the entitlement process. It often involves public hearings, city councils, and negotiations with various stakeholders. Developers must secure legal permissions to ensure compliance with zoning laws and environmental regulations. The process consists of several key steps. First, conduct preliminary research. This involves assessing zoning laws and land use regulations to determine feasibility. Next, submit a formal application detailing your proposed project. For larger projects, public hearings are necessary. Community members can express their support or concerns, and you may need to address these issues. After this, government agencies will conduct environmental and infrastructure reviews. They'll evaluate the project's impact on traffic and utilities. Then comes negotiation and revisions. Based on feedback, plans may require modifications. Once entitlements are granted, developers can proceed to obtain building permits and start construction. What types of entitlements exist? There are several common types. Zoning and land use approval determines what structures can be built. Environmental approval is required for projects impacting wildlife or historical sites. Another type is site plan approval. This outlines the proposed development's layout, including parking and landscaping. Lastly, utility and infrastructure approval secures permissions for water, electricity, and roads. However, several issues can arise during the entitlement process. Zoning conflicts can occur if your project doesn't align with existing laws. Community opposition can delay approval, especially if residents raise concerns about environmental impacts or aesthetics. Long approval processes can also lead to delays. Entitlement approvals often involve multiple agencies, extensive paperwork, and public hearings. Furthermore, projects must comply with environmental regulations, which can be costly in time and resources. Legal disputes can complicate matters over land use rights and compliance with local ordinances. Infrastructure constraints may require upgrades to roads or sewage systems, adding more time and expense to your project. Navigating these challenges requires careful planning and proactive engagement with local authorities. Securing entitlements is essential. Without them, you can't legally proceed with your project. Understanding the entitlement process helps avoid delays and additional costs. It ensures your project meets all legal and regulatory requirements. If you have questions about building entitlements, reach out to our team at Express Permits.